welcome back. It's only a week and a half since just over a week and a half since I was in the Lake District doing me little round of Wainwrights up there. Been quite fortunate really. Julie's away this week and she's dog sitting and house sitting. So instead of just sitting around the house, and I just decided to get out. So it's a nice weekend. It's just the Saturday after the solstice, so it's only a day after. So I thought I'd just have a lazy, watch the football last night, Holland and France, and then got up late, had a bit of a lie-in, just had a steady morning padding round and that, and then it's only about 50 minutes drive from home this, so it's just a really nice steady one this. So I've just parked at the bottom of the Folkestone Road, heading up towards Backtor, and I'm just going to carry on north. That's the plan anyway, and across Cartledge Bents and see where I get to. It's just coming up to 2 o'clock, so I'm not in any rush. I've got hours and hours of daylight, so I just thought I'd just have a steady meander and enjoy this superb day. Nice fluffy clouds, not too hot. Nice breeze. It's actually a bit breezier than I thought. I said it was going to be 10 to 15 miles an hour with sort of maximum of 20, but I suppose it is that. Feels it. It's nice to walk in. Keeps you cool. I brought some new trekking poles because I left my others at the top of Sea Talon, leaning against the trig point. I was concentrating more on changing my camera battery than collecting my stuff together, and I didn't realise till I was nearly down at the bottom. So I'd had a couple of years out of them and they were beginning to get all oxidised, the aluminium poles. So yeah, we're just in for a nice steady one up on Howden Edge. It's actually surprisingly quiet. I thought coming down at this time I might have struggled to get a parking spot, but I did alright. Not many people seem to be out, so it suits me. A bit quieter. So I'm going to crack on. If you know this route, it's straight up onto nearly the top of Derwent Edge. It's only a quick turn right, and then Backtor's actually there, the back of it anyway, further down. So the lower bit down. Well, it's an outcrop lower down from Backtor. I'm rambling. So I'm going to put you away and crack on. I'll bring you back in a bit. I'll bring you back. I've just got to the very top of the bridle there. It's only a short way up. Not much of it's a long steady climb, but it's very, very, very steady. So you've got Derwent Edge stretching out. Back of me. Wheelstones right in the end. I think they're cakes of bread. I think that's Duststone Tor. I don't know if you can see and pick it up. And then just coming up to the junction of the path, and then I don't know we can just see the trigger back toe. So we're going to go and hang a left at this path, and this is where the views open up. I'll turn you around. Whoops. Surprised how quiet it is up here. See a couple down there, another couple down there, but for a nice Saturday it's fairly quiet up here. So what we got then, just beyond Duststone Tor we've got Winhill, and then it sweeps round. You've got the Great Ridge and Mamtor over there, that'll be busy, and then round the end of Edale Head, and that's the Kinder Plateau in front with Crookston at this end, round to Sealstones and Fairbrook over that end, and then sweeping over, and that's the kind of area of Bleaklow with I can just see Grinner Stones poking up over the top there. So here we are at the junction of the path. Just make us way up to Backtor. Quite a lovely day. So that's Cartilage Bents up there, so we're not following the west path up to Lost Lad, which is over there. We're going to walk across this sea of cotton grass, which it looks absolutely stunning. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. And there's a path that comes down, goes across the top of Cartilage Bents, and we're going to go over the top there and then drop down. Instead of going on the Duke's Road, we're going to cut over the top of this. I think that's Cartilage Brook, which feeds down in Tarby Brook. We're going to cut around the top end of that, and then over on towards Whetstones and High Stones. So I've got to get down here now. I've just come back down off Backtor, and I'm just heading across the paved path across towards the Duke's Road. And as I mentioned up there, the cotton grass is absolutely astounding. Anytime I think I've seen it as good as this, we're up on Black Hill during COVID. And it's up there because it's still in West Yorkshire, and it was absolutely fantastic then. It's a fantastic day. I was just thinking then as I came down, there's this it's warm, it's quite comfortable because there's a breeze to make walking quite comfortable, but there's like a smell in the air that's it's not just about seeing it, it's about being in it and kind of smelling it. But I think the last time it just evoked a memory then, a really kind of sharp memory of when we were in Iceland. Julie both said the smell there as soon as you got out of Reykjavik and onto the open country, it was just a lovely sweet smell in a warm breeze. That must be the combination of kind of bilberries and stuff and heather, but they've got a lot of I'd say wild lupins over there, but I believe they're not wild. I don't know, somebody might stand and correct me, but I believe they were introduced from Alaska to try and hold the soil together a bit more in some of the more weather beaten places, because it's all very ashy obviously, and they've absolutely just exploded over there. And when we were over there in the June, beginning of July last year, there's just a seep purple, a kind of purple and white lupins. They're like a wild variety, like I said, from Alaska. But there's a lot of people, I think, questioning, because they're not kind of a species of island, whether they actually should be there. But I think it's seeing how many there were, it's a bit late for that now. But if it's going to stop some of the erosion, very pretty too. Just taking a detour off the main path which runs just over the back there. I'm just going to have a half an hour, quite early, and like I said, I'm just taking it easy and relaxing on this one. This is a bit of a favourite spot. Anybody who's done a bit of walking around here will know this. It's a favourite lunch spot for me and the dog. If it's rubbish weather, sometimes just bob down there. From the top of here, you've got a fantastic view, really. That must be over to kind of Sheffield down that way. So that's kind of the Red Myers area, I think. You've got the Stanage Edge up there. No, that's the end of Stanage Edge. It runs along round up onto the top of there, and that's the Red Myers reservoirs at the back. You can just see right in the distance, you won't pick it up on this, but I can see Sir William Hill today, which has got a fantastic view of all this. That's well worth a walk up there, Sir William Hill, just at the back of Eve. You can see back top there, and then follows it down to Lost Lad, and then over there to the Derwent Valley over there, and this is the top of Abbey Brook here, that flows down and round. And you can just see Whetstones over on the top there. So we're going to cut down towards the Duke's Road. I don't know if it'll pick it up. You can just see the faint bridle way. We're going to pick up the side of Cartledge Brook and then cut across. You can hear voices in there. Bit nippier up here now the sun's gone in. So just got a bit of the wind laying on. So there you go. I'm just sat here, just having a minute. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, it's stopped now. Every curlew in the area has just started freaking out. because up above Abbey Brook there's a ruddy grey. It's never going to pick it up on this camera, but there's a ruddy grey. It looks, I don't know whether it's a buzzard or what. It's big, it's huge, but it's doing some circling above them all, having a look. And there's a I wouldn't say a mild state of panic down towards the brook, but is it? It's not a buzzard, it's not big enough. It's too small. I know there's peregrine falcons. I shouldn't have said anything. I've heard that there's peregrines around this in the area somewhere, but that's too big. That's too big for a peregrine. Disappeared now. Where's he gone? So the curlews were all taking off from all this area. They were all round and they were all calling. And in the kind of thermals there were a bird just circling round and round, looking round and dropping down and going back up and round and round. And then it went over kind of this direction. It seems to have disappeared now. I don't think it were quite buzzard sized, but it too big for a peregrine. Right, I've just got up to Whetstones near Featherbed Moss, top of Howden Edge, beginning of Howden Edge. That's the end of Derwent Edge. That goes all the way down the Derwent Valley, and now you can just see peeping down there. We've got the Derwent Valley and Howden. So I think I found a spot, but it's and I don't think we're going to get many people up here now. But I might just have a wander up to High Stones. So watch the video up there, and it's long grass, but I could probably flatten that down. A bit tussocky, but I know there's some flat spots up there. That ain't a bad spot over there. I could probably get it in. I'm in the MLD cricket, so as long as I get a bit of a groove, I can get somewhere flat to lie down. I can sort of pitch that above me. There's going to be no midges either, so I might pitch without the inner as well. Too breezy for midges, so I might just get that inner up. The problem is I've got to put my bivvy bag in, which just helps when you've got just the skin. I might put the inner up, I'll see. So I'm just going to make that short up now. You can just see in South Yorkshire. That. 25 metres though. Featherbed Moss just there. Just over there. There's nothing marking the top, but literally where this little anvil stone is, just beyond that. That's only, it's about 3 or 4 metres shy of that. That one over there, so it's one of them in it, you know. Right, so when the path drops down here and then scoots back off up there then. So I can just see the top of them with more mats there. And home beyond, probably right in the distance. I reckon I'll get set up here. Just leave there. Right. waste a bit of time now. It's a little bit early. It's 5 o'clock. There's just a group of people gone over, and I can see a group of people heading this way over there. Just below, on the edge just below. Marjorie Stones is just kind of over there, and they're just below, so I'm going to have to hang around. I can't pitch yet. Nobody really complains, to be fair. I'll just wait till they come past. Once they're past, I can't really see anybody coming up, apart from runners. Right, it seems to have quieted down now. It's just nearly 6 o'clock. Haven't seen many. There's not been nobody else since. I can see somebody up on Marjorie Stones, which is just over there. He's got an orange jacket on, whoever it is. They are set up down at the Stones, so I'm setting up, throwing a tent and out around. So it looks like there's somebody camping up there, which is one of the reasons why I ain't gone up there. Seems to have got a popular little spot now. So I've just come further along. As I said earlier, to High Stones, highest point of South Yorkshire. Got myself in a little flat spot behind these rocks. So I'm all set up now. Put a couple of extra guys on because the wind's coming in from the west here, southwest. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame I couldn't get this, but I've had to set up looking that way purely and simply for the direction of the wind, really. But wow. A bit of a sunset. Yeah, there's definitely somebody camping up there. I can see him. Might check in on a couple of my groups and see what's kicking about. Right, it does seem quite a popular spot up there now. It used to be quite. You could pretty much guarantee that there'd be nobody there at one time. Right, chill out for a bit, get some fluids down me and relax a bit and enjoy some of this. I'll bring you back in a bit. This is grand, just waiting on the kettle boiling. What a view. Well, there was all the promise of a fantastic sunset, and I've done a time lapse, but the sun dipped behind a huge bank of cloud, so that's gone. So it's about 9:45 now, and it's dropped quite cold. It's a cool breeze, but we're all snug. Got wrapped up in me in the sleeping bag, so I'm gonna just relax. And I've got a film that I've downloaded and the radio, so just get comfy and watch the day pass out. It's lovely. Look at this. That's too off this tent. So I'm just going to watch it slowly get dark while I watch something on my phone and listen to some radio. So bid you good night, and I'll bring you back in the morning. Good night. It's been quiet because there's a guy just over the other side of the summit. Not much of a bit disappointing sunset last night. The sun went down and just went down behind a big bank of cloud, but I've got a bit of colour this morning, but it's a similar thing. Big banks of cloud. See one or two tents up here this morning. I see the sun just peeking up. I'll take a few shots and then get back in the tent. I just got back in the tent for a bit. There's been a bit of colour. Took some photos, but there's just like there's no cloud above me, but there's banks of cloud to the west and east. So it's kind of put paid to a decent sunrise. It's pleasant enough though. It's quite a cool wind. That's why I've got back in here. So I'm just going to have a cuppa and breakfast. I'm not going to bother cooking anything. I'll just have that, and then I've got another bar if I'm still hungry. So get myself together and have a brew. Quite fresh in that wind. That's my spot, all done, packed up. as much as I'd like to hang around this morning. Been chatting to a guy, it's only just 6 o'clock, but I got up for the sunrise, and I just had a cuppa and stuff, but there's a bank of clouds slowly engulfing the Scout over there and Bleaklow, and it's coming this way, so I just thought, well, I'm up, might as well pack up and get off. Light's looking quite nice over towards Marjorie Stones, but it's ain't going to last long, I don't think. So just gonna make my way up to the path. I'm going to go back a little bit of a different way today. Instead of going the longer route that I came up through, just up to Backtor, I'm going to head back down to the past Cartilage Brook and pick up a path down there, just on the Dukes Road, that cuts off down to some shooting cabins, and then I'll just bob over the hill through some woods. Just a bit of a different way back. I don't know, I'll see. Views have opened up this side anyway. Like I said, big bank of cloud over there, but it's looking pretty good. It won't be picking it up on this, but in the sun I can just see patches of cotton grass. So we're going to go up onto this little hill here, which is featherbed moss, cut back down the same way that we came up, and get back down to the Dukes Road, and then I'll decide what I want to do down there. Right. Right, I've just cut down off the Dukes Road and followed a line of shooting butts, and then I'm just come down via a place called Black Holes. It's like they've built this tiered dam to stop the peat washing away. So we're just going to follow this quad track. It's all shooting moors up here. Follow this quad track over to the shooting cabins. Yeah, I'm just call it Thornseat Delft, this place. It's full of these like pits. Full of these, all full of stone. It suggests it's some kind of quarry, but it stretches all the way up there and all the way back up to that wall line up there. So it looks like a quarry. Just past some little outbuildings down here, and at the top of the pole is CCTV. Got some solar panels down here. So yeah, so we're being watched. We're actually on open access country till we get to this forest. So I'm not quite sure why there's CCTV at the top of the pole. Gets the access to the shooting down the back there. That's not CCTV. It looks like a couple of satellite dishes. So it might be for the phones or the internet. Right, I'm going to get on this path and then we've got to join the permissive. Well, there's a path that goes down to the road which we follow down, but we don't hit the road. The Mortimer Road, we cut off on a permissive footpath through these woods. Phase supply there. Oh, it's single phase. Just some sheep pens. Right, we're off down here. Follow the side of these woods now. Right, I'm well on the permissive footpath now that cuts through the woods. It runs parallel to Mortimer Road. It's just a nicer walk back. I've come down through this because it's just a bit of an alternative just to walking on grouse moors, just to mix it up a bit. It's quite pleasant walking through here. A lot of birds. It's got a bit narrower the path, but it is a good path to follow through if you can see that. So when I get that back to this, it kind of brings you out back on Mortimer Road, the main road where I'm parked. I've got about 400 metres of road walking to do and back to the car, so I'm probably going to use this opportunity. Don't know what they were, a couple of birds. I'm just going to use this opportunity to sign off. Bit of a different one this, down in the Peak District. Local one for me. It's only sort of 45-50 minutes from where I live, so I just didn't fancy that drive, just a chilled out one. So thanks for sticking with it if you got to the end. I know it's there's not any big peaks or anything, so I'll bid you farewell to the next one. Okay, and thank you for watching. Cheers.